Hello friends, this is your English teacher Mrs. Haimavati from LP Savani Vidya Bhavan. Students, today we will discuss degrees of comparison. Degrees of comparison are used for adjectives. Adjectives change in form to show comparison. These forms are called degrees of comparison. So, adjectives change their form when we compare with some other nouns or when there is comparison between two things. So, these change in form of adjectives are known as degrees of comparison. So, there are three degrees of comparison: the positive degree, the comparative degree, the superlative degree. So, first let's discuss the positive degree. The positive degree of an adjective is the simplest form of the adjective. So, here in positive degree, if we see, no comparison is made. So, here the positive degree of adjective is the simplest form of adjective. For example, if I say he is a smart boy, so smart here is an adjective which describes the noun boy. He is a smart boy, which is in positive degree. So, smart is an adjective which is in positive degree. Similarly, this is a tall building. So, tall here is an adjective which is in positive degree, because we are not comparing this with any other noun. So, a tall building, a tasty dish. So, tasty here is in positive degree, a useful idea. So, useful is also an adjective which is in positive degree. So, in positive degree there is no comparison. Next, come to comparative degree. The comparative degree is used when we compare two things. So, comparative degree of adjective is used when we compare two things. It may be two things or two persons or two groups of things or two groups of persons. Okay. So, in this, when we change an adjective from positive to comparative, we have to add er to the given adjective. We add er to the most adjective to form their comparative degree. For example, tall. If tall is given in positive degree, then in comparative degree we have to add er. So, it becomes taller. Similarly, tasty. Tasty is given in positive degree, tastier in comparative degree. Clever. If we add er to clever, it becomes cleverer. This is in comparative degree. So, a taller building, a tastier dish, a cleverer idea. Some adjectives that have two or more syllables form their comparative degree differently. So, we add er and we add er to the adjectives which are of one syllable. They are one syllable words. So, when some adjectives that have two or more syllables form their comparative degree differently. So, how they form? We have to add more before the adjective. Suppose useful. Useful has two syllables. Useful. So, it has two syllables. So, if the adjective has two or more syllables, then we have to change the form differently. That is by adding more before the adjective. A more useful machine. Next is beautiful. Beautiful. Three syllable words. Okay. This is three syllables word. So, we have to add more to this adjective. A more beautiful place. Difficult. This is also three syllables word. So, we have to add more. A more difficult sum. So, if a word has, if an adjective has one syllable, then we can add er. But if an adjective has two or more syllables, then in order to change its form to comparative, we have to add more before the given adjective. Okay. Next, come to superlative degree. So, superlative degree is the highest degree of quality. It is used to compare more than two things. It is formed by adding est to the adjective. So if in superlative degree, this is the highest degree, and this comparison is made between more than two things or persons, or two groups of things or persons. So superlative degree, when we change the form from positive to comparative and then to superlative, so we have to add est to the given adjective. For example, tall in positive degree, taller in comparative degree, tallest in superlative degree. Similarly, tasty in positive degree, tastier in comparative degree, tastiest. So we added est to the given adjective in order to change it to superlative. Next, clever, clever in positive degree, cleverer in comparative degree, cleverest in superlative degree. So adjectives that form their comparative degree with more take most in the superlative degree. So as we know, when the adjectives has two or more syllables, so in that case we use more for in order to change the adjective to comparative degree, and in that case we have to use most in order to change it to superlative degree. If a word or if an adjective has two or more syllables, in that when we change it to superlative degree we have to add most, like more useful. So in superlative degree we will write most useful. In comparative degree, if we write more beautiful, then in superlative degree we have to write most beautiful. In comparative degree we write more difficult, in superlative degree we write most difficult. Next is, an adjective in the comparative degree is followed by than. In the superlative degree it is preceded by the. Followed means after the given adjective, and preceded means before the adjective. So an adjective, when we write an adjective in comparative degree, so after the adjective we use than, because we are comparing a noun with another noun. Okay, so in that case we use than after the adjective, and in superlative degree we use the before the adjective. For example, that is, if I say Varsha is optimistic, optimistic here is the adjective which is in positive degree, because here Varsha is not compared with anyone. So Varsha is optimistic. Soumya is more optimistic than Varsha. Here Soumya and Varsha, two nouns are there. So we are comparing Soumya with Varsha. Soumya is more optimistic. Optimistic is an adjective which has 4 syllables. So though it has 4 syllables, so we have to add more in comparative degree and most in superlative degree. So Soumya is more optimistic than Varsha. So than is used after the given adjective, that is optimistic. Next, Fiza is the most optimistic of all the girls in the class. So here in superlative degree, Fiza is compared with all other girls. So Fiza is the most optimistic. The most, here article the is used before the adjective. The most optimistic of all the girls in the class. Now, optimistic means positive thinking, those who have positive thinking. So here, this is how than is used in comparative degree and the is used in superlative degree. Next, come to the comparative and superlative degrees are formed according to these rules. So what are the other rules in order to change an adjective from positive to comparative and superlative? Let's see. If the positive degree ends in E, add R in the comparative degree and ST in the superlative degree. So if the positive degree ends in E, suppose a positive degree word adjective like noble. noble which ends with E. Add R in the comparative degree. So when we change noble from positive to comparative, we have to just add R because already E is there. It ends with E, so no need to add again ER. So E is already there, so we have to add only R in comparative degree and ST in superlative degree. Noble, nobler, noblest. Similarly, one more example is given: able, abler, ablest. Okay, so now come to next rule. If the positive degree ends in Y and the Y is preceded by a consonant, change the Y into I and add ER or EST. So if the positive degree ends in Y, if the positive degree ends in Y and the Y is preceded by a consonant, suppose an adjective ends with Y and just before Y there is a consonant. Consonant means other than A, E, I, O, U, other than the vowels. All other are consonants. Change the Y into I. So when we change it to comparative, first we have to change Y to I and then we have to add ER for comparative degree and EST for superlative degree. For example, busy. Busy is an adjective which ends with Y. Just before Y, S is a consonant. Okay, so when we change it to comparative, Y changes to I and we added ER because we know that in comparative we add ER and in superlative we add EST. Busy, busier, busiest. Similarly, one more example: easy, easier, easiest. Next is, some adjectives form their comparatives and superlatives in an irregular way. So irregular way means the word completely changes. We don't have to add ER or EST to the adjectives given in positive degree. So let's see, positive degree, if we write bad, if bad is given in positive degree, then its comparative degree will be worse and superlative degree will be worst. Next is far. Far in positive degree, comparative degree it will be farther, superlative degree it will be farthest. Or we can write in comparative further and in superlative furthest. Similarly, late. Late in positive degree, in comparative we write later, Latter, latter, and in superlative we write last. Or we can write later in comparative, Later. Later in comparative, Latest, latest in superlative. Both are correct. Next is little in positive degree, less in comparative degree, least in superlative degree. In positive degree, if up is there, then comparative degree it will be upper, superlative degree it will be uppermost. Okay. Similarly, if in is there in positive degree, comparative it will be inner and in superlative it will be innermost. Next, in positive degree, much or many is given, then comparative degree it will be more and superlative degree it will be most. Now come to absolute adjectives. So what are absolute adjectives? Absolute adjectives are the adjectives which are of only one kind and they don't have comparative or superlative degree. They have only one degree, that is positive degree. They don't have comparative or superlative degree. For example, ideal. Ideal is of only one kind. Ideal cannot be compared. Okay. So here ideal, next is unique. Unique is also one. Suppose the earth is a unique planet. So unique here, the uniqueness is only one. It cannot be compared with any other thing or person. So ideal, unique, favorite, perfect, complete. Okay. So these are the absolute adjectives which have only the positive degree but no comparative or superlative degree. So this is all about degrees of comparison.